Hello, friends. Amy Schumacher here with Amy Foxy Style. So if this is your first time watching one of my videos, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I've been selling clothing online for 4.5 years now, and this year in 2021, I've branched out to add additional items to my shop. I have jewelry, I've got hair accessories, I've got really yummy snacks because I'm a foodie and I love being able to offer unique, cool, delicious things that I have found that maybe you don't see everywhere else. I also have games and stationery and cool gift ideas. So I hope that you'll check out my website, amyfoxystyle.com, and maybe you'll see some fabulous treasure that you didn't even know you needed. And I want to talk to you today about my newest obsession. I'm a jewelry girl. Let me tell you, I love jewelry. When I travel, I always love to find like cool, unique jewelry, especially if it's handmade. I love it because it takes any outfit and just instantly works my personality into it even more. It doesn't matter what you're wearing. You could wear a simple t-shirt and jeans, and adding the right necklace or the right earrings instantly elevates it and makes you look chic and sophisticated, and you're ready for date night. Like it's amazing how jewelry can transform your look. And I'm so excited. I have so much jewelry on my website, you guys, on amyfoxystyle.com. I even have earrings that I make myself. Plus I have stuff that I've sourced from all sorts of incredible vendors. And a lot of them are fair trade, meaning that it is changing people's lives. It is paying a fair wage. It is providing respectful and ethical work opportunities for people, better quality of life, access to healthcare and childcare and all sorts of amazing things. So that's like what really gets me excited. I love it. I love knowing that I am buying things that make a difference in the world. And when you buy them from me, like we're just part of this incredible helping small businesses, helping people and like all over the world. It's happy. There's so much good, happy energy coming from this stuff. Or I'm just a dork, and that's okay too, but it makes me really happy. So today I'm talking to you about one of my favorite collections, and this is the TAGUA collection. So have you ever heard of TAGUA before? Maybe not. I actually found TAGUA jewelry once when I was on the island of Bonaire. I was on a cruise 2 years ago, and I went to like this little artisan it was almost like a little farmer's market, but it was like all sorts of different products being sold. There was some food and there were just different vendors. And I saw this gorgeous, stunning jewelry, and it was so bright and bold, and I wanted it. But to be honest, most of it didn't fit. Like they were very short necklaces that didn't fit. I'm a fluffy lady. I'm plus size. And you guys, finding plus size jewelry can be tricky sometimes. So when I'm looking for jewelry, I'm looking for stuff that's going to fit everyone. I want stuff that's going to fit people who have teeny tiny wrists and necks, and people who are a little fluffier like me. I want everybody to be able to wear this stuff. So I found this collection, and it's a dream come true. Now, first, before I start talking about the individual necklace pieces, I want to share with you how this is made. Because again, if you've never heard of TAGUA before, you probably think I'm like crazy. You're like, what are you saying? So this necklace, for example, is all sourced from a TAGUA nut. So this is an actual TAGUA nut. Kind of crazy, right? Now, this is sometimes called vegetable ivory because it is a plant-based nut, but it has a lot of the qualities, like that creamy look of ivory. It's really smooth. It's amazing, but it's ethically sourced. No animals are harmed. You don't have to worry about any of that. It's sustainable as well. Now, this comes from the center of TAGUA fruit that is actually grown in palm trees in rainforests. Now, everything that I have in my collection is grown in Ecuadorian rainforests. And it's like this huge, kind of crazy, gigantic fruit. It's probably like the size of a basketball or maybe even bigger. And inside the middle of the fruit, you have all these little segments that are filled with these little nuts. So they take these nuts out, they dry them in the sun so that they get that nice hard. Can you hear? It's really hard. Like it's really, really hard. So you get that nice hard texture. So this takes months and months and months between it maturing on the tree or falling to the rainforest ground, being harvested, and then being properly dried. This takes some time, friends. Then once they have it to the proper dried consistency, they're then going to carve it by hand and shape it. So they have tools and processes that they've been using and passing down from generations. Like this, the history of how this jewelry is made is so stinking cool. These are true artisans who have been doing this for generations. And again, they've got special tools that they use to slice, to cut, to carve, and they make it just the size and shape that they want. Next up, they're going to dye it. Now, they use all organic Italian vegetable dyes. So again, it's all plant-based product, and they're going to dye it for up to 14 hours, depending upon the color they want to create and how bold they want it to be. Then they've got to dry that again, and then they put it in these tumblers, and the tumbler is what polishes it. So you see how like smooth and shiny this is, and you can see how smooth and shiny the finished product is. Like, it is super shiny. They didn't use any chemicals to coat this. There's nothing like artificial in this. It's just using that tumbler, and it polishes it to this smooth, almost silky, creamy feeling stones. And then they send it to the artisans who assemble it using, again, techniques that have been passed down for generations and creating this beautiful, stunning jewelry. The jewelry typically typically put together using either a waxed cotton cord or a faux leather cord. So again, it's no animal products. It's all plant-based. And it's so gorgeous. So let me tell you about some of how this jewelry is so stinking awesome. This necklace, for example, this is one of my favorite pieces. Now you can see it's a nice long necklace. I'm tall, you guys. I'm 5'11". I'm busty. This is really nice and long. Like, it's a nice dramatic piece. However, it has, I'm going to take this off for a second. It is adjustable. So you have these little beads. I'm not sure if these are TAGUA pearl beads or if they're dried acai berries, but it's on this cord, and you can totally, see, you can just adjust it to whatever length you want. And then if you want it longer, you just pull on the cord again. Easy peasy. What's great about this is you can put it on, and it is so easy to adjust while it is on your body. So you just reach behind your neck, grab onto those little berries, and you just pull. I'm going to show you. Is that at its, yep. So that is at its tightest. So you can see how short this necklace can really go. So if you are wearing something where you just want a little something around your neck, boom, bam, Vogue. Or if you want it longer, you again just pull on it until you get it to the perfect length. So this is a huge difference in length. So you can get it right around that collar, or you can get it really long. This is kind of a medium length right here. And it's so comfortable on your skin, you guys. It has a nice kind of cool touch. It's very smooth. It's surprisingly lightweight. Just like, it looks kind of big and bulky, but it's really very light. It's not heavy. It's not oppressive when you're wearing it. It's so comfortable. And all of the necklaces that I carry, actually all except one. There's one that has a button closure, but it's also very long and easy to wear. And that one is actually long enough that you could double it up if you wanted. But all of the other necklaces that I carry all have that little pull string in the back so you can adjust the length. Now, I also have additional styles other than just necklaces, and not all the necklaces look like this. You got to go to amyfoxystyle.com to see all the different necklace options, but they're amazing. Like, this is a multicolor one that has like that texture because you have the little half pieces on top of the whole pieces, but there's all sorts of stuff. Just trust me, you got to see it. It's so amazing. But I also have earring options. Now I did a little mismatch because I wanted to show you. Here's a simple earring. This is just one slice of TAGUA, and it kind of plays off of the red that's there. So it's just kind of simple. It's very light. It's very, a lot of movement there, a lot of dangle, a lot of swing. But it's, again, fairly simple. Or if you just want to go bold, I love these kind of flower petal with the multicolor little flower petal earrings. This also is surprisingly light. Like, it does have some weight to it, but it's not dragging it's not dragging my earlobe down. You know, like there are some earrings out there that really kind of pull, and this one is still surprisingly light, even with as big as it is. So this is just a couple examples. I've got lots of different earring options, but I wanted to show you one that's very simple and one that's a little sassy, right? Now, last but not least, I also have bracelets. You guys, bracelets are the single hardest thing. Well, I'd say bracelets and rings for plus size ladies who love jewelry. It's really hard to find bracelets and rings that fit. And these bracelets are amazing. So first of all, let me just take this off. It is a coil bracelet, also sometimes called a spiral bracelet. So it shows up and it's like all coiled up and it's like looks teeny tiny and you're like, wait a second, look at the size of my wrist. That's not gonna work. But because it's just a coiled wire with the beads on it, and this is like a polished rectangular TAGUA bead, you put it on your wrist. Boom, ba-ba-da. You just put it on and then you just wrap it. So you can space it out if you want. Like if you want it to look a little more spaced out, you could do that. Or you can just have it, you know, as tight as it'll go. It does not pinch. It's not tight because it just wraps around your wrist. So it is not constricting at all, which is amazing. I have about an 8-inch wrist, maybe a slightly over an 8-inch wrist, and this is comfortable and it would easily fit somebody with a bigger wrist. But because it's a coil, it would also fit somebody with a much smaller wrist. So this is going to fit everyone. And what's cool about it also is you can wear a single one just on its own and it's amazing. Or you can actually stack these. Like you could get more of the same color, or you could get different colors and you could stack them to make almost like a cuffed look, like a beaded cuff look if you want it to be thicker and more dramatic. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's just so easy. It's so easy and it's so comfortable. And it just kind of bounces right back. So like if you wanted to wear it and then somebody else who's much smaller wanted to wear it, like they could wear it. Like it's not going to get like permanently stretched out. You can kind of coil it back together. Aren't those fabulous? So I just love the look of having this beautiful TAGUA jewelry and having it kind of come together. See, I did the red and the red. So I got the red in there, so it just pulls it all together. Oh, little 3-piece set right there. Isn't it fantastic? Or again, a little more dramatic if you're feeling a little sassy. We got you. So I hope that this has been fun and informative. I hope that you'll take a look at my website. If you want to know more about the TAGUA jewelry, feel free to join my Facebook community and ask me questions. Amy Foxy Style over on Facebook. I have a whole private community with amazing women where we talk about body positivity and I showcase all my newest products. But you can also just shop directly at amyfoxystyle.com. So have a wonderful day, friends, and I hope that you'll give the new TAGUA collection a try.